Okay, there we go. Sharita texted me and said that you guys couldn't hear me. So I guess I have to start over. All right. I guess I have to start over. This is Pastor Barry, and I was sharing my update on my fast. As you know, at Allen Chapel, we have begun a 21-day fast that started on January 3rd and concludes on January 23rd. Sharita signing on with me. Sharita, I am on, and the audio is on now. Sharita, I got your text. Thank you so much. Can you hear me now? I hope you guys can hear me now. Okay, thank you, Sharita. so, um, we started a fast on Monday. We started the fast on Monday, and I started off well. I identified the three things that I was going to focus on personally for myself. And I locked in on those three things. And I also reviewed and was focused on the five things we are praying about at Allen Chapel. And so I was able to lock in for those 6 hours, even though it was difficult. I woke up at about 5:30 on Monday and I was starving. And I said, it's going to be a struggle getting through these 6 hours, but I was able to lock in. I decided what I was going to drink. I decided how often I was going to pray. And so I was able to get through those 6 hours pretty well. And Tuesday went well also. But then most of you know I tested positive for the virus on Wednesday. And so then that struck my mental space. And Wednesday was a struggle. And I completely was not successful in my fast. I ate because my wife wanted to make sure that I was eating and drinking right. So she, brought me my berries and everything. So I'm quarantined. I'm doing fine. I thank my wife for being the wonderful woman that she is and caring for me and still helping make this household run. So Wednesday, I was totally off the grid with my fast. And it just showed me that whenever we focus on God things, something will come up to distract you. And it creates another challenge for you to overcome the physical things that distract you. And I realized that probably yesterday. One of my members had texted me and talked about the challenge before me, that this would be a brief challenge and I'll get through it. And so that made me realize that the positive test was nothing more than something that challenged me to even focus harder on the objectives for my fast and focus harder on God. So I just wanted to encourage you as you go through your fast that there may be challenges that are real challenges. It could be your children, your spouse, your job, things that will come up that will attempt to distract you. And I just want to encourage you to do your best to stay focused on God and nourish yourself with the things of God as we continue to push through this fast. And so today was great. I was able to start off well with my fast and do my studying and my prayers and everything. It's a little frustrating being confined to this room, my bedroom. It's a little frustrating, even focusing on God when I'm in this space all the time. But I had a good day today. And I pray and hope that all of you who are trying to join me in this 21-day fast, I pray that you guys are adjusting because we're only about 5-6 days in. We have a long way to go, and it's going to get harder. It's going to get harder. I do want to encourage you that if you need a break of a day, don't feel bad taking a break and saying, hey, I'm going to change my fast. I'm going to just eat vegetables throughout the day, or I'm going to do a 6-hour fast instead of a 9-hour fast, because on Monday we move from 6 hours to 9 throughout the day, where we will be fasting from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's going to push us a little bit further. I encourage you to have somebody that you will contact, your family member, a church friend, and say, to be able to call them and say, hey, I'm struggling. I need you to push me through this. I need you to pray with me and pray for me. Because I believe that as we seek God and the things of God through fasting, God will glorify God's self in our lives in a greater capacity. And that's what we want. We want to draw closer to God. We want to move in the direction of God's will for our lives so that God gets the most glory out of our lives. Amen. Go back to the story in the Bible of Jesus fasting in the wilderness. I've been reading the book of the Gospel of Mark and the letter to the Roman church. That has been the focus of my reading during this time. During these 21 days, that's what I'll be focusing on, taking my time. I'm not in a rush. Sometimes I'll read 2 chapters, and then sometimes I'll read 1. I even went back and reread some chapters that I had previously read during the day. So I just want to encourage you to stay committed, stay focused on your fast. And I'll be checking in periodically and letting you know how I'm doing. And I'll be going through the comments, seeing how everyone is doing and praying with and for you. Again, thank you everybody for your text, your phone calls, and your emails. Regarding my family dealing with this COVID space right now. We are all fine. I'm doing fine. The family's doing fine. And we appreciate your concern more than you realize. There have been a few of our members that have contacted me and told me that they too have tested positive. And I don't want to say the names because they did not ask me to share it with the church, but I know who they are and God knows who they are. And so I'm asking that you pray for the members of Allen Chapel who have tested positive for COVID, as well as our communities as we continue to strive to get everyone vaccinated so that we can put this virus behind us. There will be no new members class tomorrow because of the circumstances. And so we will put that new members class off till a later date to be determined in the near future. Allen Chapel, we are not worshiping in person tomorrow. It will be virtual. We will have virtual worship until the end of January. Then we will come back and reassess where we are in the Riverside County and decide how we will move forward. So I pray and hope that I will see you in the virtual space, in the virtual sanctuary of Allen Chapel, Riverside, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock a.m. All right, so you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to get back to this Chiefs Denver game, and may God bless you and keep you, make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you and grant you his peace. God bless.